line for the low-up, me and Martin would count 1 through 8. And then we would only move on specific numbers 1 through 8. Like I'll only move on 5 and 7. I'll just tell you that up front. And this is what it's going to look like. So just go ahead and play a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my purpose is to only move on 5 and 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll count for you.
Huh?
I'll count for you.
Okay, I can't count and do it. So go ahead.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's all harder to do.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
I guess it doesn't really become apparent. In my mind, I think
No,
I'm
I
moving.
think it's like any two people get in the head and just try and do
Yeah.
it. 'Cause
So actually, screw the 5 and 7. Screw the 5 and 7. Just play the beat, and I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to strap in?
Yeah. Go ahead. Just do it. So I'm like hitting every major beat. Right. I'm only moving all those major beats. So. Go again.
Even beats.
So I'm only moving on like every other beat,
Yeah,
and I pick it randomly.
it looks like you give yourself the option to move only on the even numbers.
Yeah.
What do you do to finish out the move so crisp like?
I think
You finish out really sharp compared to
Yeah.
most people.
I guess it's that control that Grace is talking about. I've tried to help people figure out how to get that crisp. I don't know what I do necessarily differently other than it's all about hitting the rim to the back of your neck, and also like the way I hold the head, it's like if you punch, your arm is only going to stop in a certain position.
Right.
Like you want to like a controlled punch, right? So for like a high walk, like you want to go and then just stop.
Right.
Like your arm isn't going to go any further. And also, when it goes, you need to use your hip to control that stop. Because your shoulder is going to go, your hip is going to go, but that hip you can pull back, right? So if I have no control over my hip and my shoulder, it'll just look like
Yeah.
versus, right? So
I think
versus,
a lot of movies and also like girls or like weaker people have help with that because you also it's like almost like I think you in my experience you go past a certain point and then you have the ability to like stop it.
So do you like feel it in your abs when you do that?
say what?
You feel stuff like in your core and your abs when you're like
Yeah.
on your head? Okay.
So I think I'm generally weaker than everyone else, but I also give myself the excuse that I'm using more of my body to dance. That's why I tire out faster than everyone else. But I think if you watch the two line where Martin and I are approaching from the side, right, to the watermelon. Sorry, Martin, to throw you under the bus, but if you watch Martin's head work, it's kind of like his hip and his head movement are desynchronous, and his head is kind of like flailing. But ideally, like if you're just like high walk, your hip and how you cross your feet should sync in with how you're snapping the head. So it should look like,
You're watching, look at his hips while he moves his arms.
right? Versus, I think what Martin ended up doing was something like, and it was the head throwing his hip rather than the hip controlling the head.
Right.
Is this like a good way to like is it analogous to kind of like how we control the snaps on the high walk except we're doing it like all the time?
So I used to do high walk like this, right? Versus now I think it's more like, yeah. So the difference is like because there's this rotation, I'm having to stop it with my arm, like my elbow going straight on one side, and my hip. So if you watch my feet, they kind of snap every time I snap the head. So, because I need to like reaffirm my stance to get it to snap. So I think the stance, like the reason why I think stances are very important is because that stance work helps you stop all the movement in a crisp stop. Same way with like, if you're gonna do like a 7-star, sorry to throw you under the bus again. But if you watch, I think it's convenient because then like you can watch that video and you see the difference between me and Martin. When you do the 7-star, oftentimes I think people, well, first 2 things. One, it doesn't look crisp, and second, they never hit the beat in my mind. So play the 7-star, and I'll do it how I think it should be. Sure. I'll just, yeah. Sorry. So she's gonna go ba ba da ba ba. That ba is where I hit my back leg to the ground and where I snap at the same time. So ba ba da ba ba versus like hitting it before or after that beat. So go again. Okay. So I think hitting the beat is important, number one. Second is at the end when you hit that beat, it should be a full snap and a full stop. So ba ba da ba ba versus like ba ba da ba ba and then it like continues moving. So ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba, right? And I don't know if you can see it, but you can't see it. Is in the head, I'm like cocking my hip this way, throwing it out, and going bam to get that snap. Yeah. All right, my train of thought.
Okay.